Hello. Welcome to HDiiTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in, because there's going to be a lot of people upset after what I say. So hit the like button on your way here. If you're new here to the channel, hit the hit the subscribe button, and then hit the notification bell to select all so you can receive upcoming notifications. And if you love what you hear, you can donate to the page by super chat. You can also do Cash App. You can also, if you come after the video, you can hit super thanks. Now, everybody was talking about the New York thing yesterday. I let everybody get their stuff off. You know, and I was working, so hey, I didn't even feel like talking about it because it was just too many people that was talking about it. You know, nothing against it, just, you know, just everybody and their mama was talking about Sandy Brondello and the unexpected firing of her. Some people worded they didn't renew her contract. Some people say part ways. They always use part ways and not renew contract as a nice way to say both parties mutually agreed. Everybody was like, oh, the reporter asked a question, and that's what the reporter is supposed to do, because if the reporter heard something, the reporter's going to ask the question. They have sources as well. Journalists, beat writers, they have sources. The source could be somebody that's in the company. It could be somebody who walked by the office and possibly heard them talk about it. A source can be anything. Why do you think when you came up in school, right, they said they need 3 or 4, well, when we were doing it, they said they needed 5 to 7 cited sources before you turn your paper in. You know what I'm saying? I used to hate that crap, but it helped me out down the long run. So you could get a source from another person's writing, or somebody says something on any platform. You know, you could say that to about anyone. So, and I think people are like, oh, who is your source? Like, name the source, you know. And it's like, okay, source is such and such. You give up your source, that means that you're not going to be able to get no more information from said source. So that's why a lot of people don't air out their source. Now, some people say, oh, this is just somebody with a nothing burger. Not necessarily true. Stewie was like, what the F? Because why would you say that, like, right now? Like, why would you just come out of nowhere and mention that? Like, to me, they didn't want to make it feel uncomfortable for Sandy. Sandy was looking with a grin, like Sandy knew she was going. Sandy knew if she didn't get to the championship this year, she's going. The players really have not liked Sandy. And it's not just Stewie and Sab. They've had issues with her coaching, her adjustments. They felt like Sab wasn't really getting involved in the offense like she should be. They didn't like how, you know, Sab also hasn't liked the way she's been used in the offense. So this ain't no, oh, I hate you if I see you. It's not even that. It's just Sab really did not want Sandy back next year. Stewie was giving the political correct answer. But at the end of the day, Stewie knew what was going on. All of them knew what was going on. They're just gonna put a face on it like, oh, this is unprofessional. Because for some reason, and this isn't me trying to play what people like to call the race card, the people who created the race card was white people to try to limit their racism towards minorities. That's what they love to do. So they can say a nasty slur about you in another way where it's not blatantly in front of you. This is why the Indians call them the fork tongue people. Because they'll say one thing, promise you this, and then they'll backstab you and do something else. And then they act like, well, we didn't agree to all of that. I mean, we were just defending ourselves. They always try to make it seem like that they did nothing wrong. Right? That's what they do. Now, Sandy and Sabrina were not getting along a lot. Natasha, Cloud, and Stewie were when they went to the media talking about, oh, they need to play tougher, they need to play harder. A lot of the other players did not like that. Like Sabrina did not like that for one. Sabrina felt like this ain't the time to call the team out. Right now we need to, come together. Yeah, we need to play hard, but we got to come together. JJ didn't like it at all either, because all of it was really pointed at JJ. When Stewie and Cloud said what they said, it was mainly to JJ. And JJ was upset about it. She did not feel like, she felt like everything was being targeted on her and, just being sensitive. Sav didn't like that either, because Sav feels like she's not getting the touches she should get. Natasha's taking the ball out of her hand all the time. And Sav was getting upset because Sav is like, damn, like, I thought we got rid of Courtney Vandersloot. Now you guys have brought in a woman who loves to dominate the ball. Then she flies off the hinges all the time, and she's always trying to make it a one-on-one battle. Like, Sav was getting pissed off. Cloud was there because Stewie wanted Cloud there. Stewie felt like they needed to add some toughness after losing Thornton and then losing Benaje. Izzy Harrison and all of that, like Nyara, they weren't really playing. People were like, well, why weren't they playing? Because, Sandy felt like, I'm just going to go with my riders. I'm just going to go with my best and then call it a day. Izzy was a shell of herself. She wasn't the same Izzy when she came out of Tennessee. Injuries have caught up to Izzy. And she's doing a lot of TikToking and taking pictures. And then, she's doing a lot of sneak dissing these days. Like, everybody is seeing that. Now, all this is allegedly. That's one thing I heard. Another thing I heard, and shout out to Tiffy and Co. Tiffy and Co. said this as well. They're clearing the space to possibly go get a player, a high caliber player who, of course, we know about Angel in Chicago. And they've been floating those pictures out with her, Sav, and Stewie. Those pictures are pushed by New York fans because that's who New York fans want. New York fans want Angel there because they saw when she came how she just sold out the crowd. Like, it was already high in numbers, but it was even more high in numbers, and everyone was watching like, wow, like they really love this girl Angel. New York saw it. Everybody else saw it. That's why Chicago looked at stupid, and then they tried to mend fences, and they're sending their little bum Andy Costa bitch out there to try to smooth things over and try to make it seem like the organization did everything they could. It's like, man, everybody see through that shit. We called it out. Stars Hoop Central, we called it out. We called out telling them, like, look, like, Annie Kostabich is not to be trusted. She's not. She's not to be trusted. You don't want to listen to what she's saying because she's pro-organization. Plus, this is a girl who said, I'm leaving the Chicago Tribune and do some other things, but she ended up back talking about the damn Chicago Sky when she was supposed to go cover her little Fever and all of them because she's an Iowa graduate. When people went to digging on her, they like, oh, okay, you still mad about all this and stuff. Okay, we know what Annie is. She's a puppet. Carly Bell is falling into that trap, but then she's coming out and trying to play the middle. And if Carly Bell wants to be where Annie Kostabich is at, she's gonna have to go full pro corporate. That's the only way she'll be able to do what she does. That's the only way she'll be able to do what she does. So, but that's what I heard, that they're trying to move Sandy out the way. They're going to bring in a coach, and it's to try to lure Angel over there to New York. That's why you saw her talking to JJ, talking to Sab, talking to Stewie, all of them. They know how Vandersloot is. That's why they walked up to Vandersloot and told her, yo, you know, it's going to be good. And, you know, I mean, they walked up to Angel. They like, man, we understand you straight. And because a lot of the players talk in the locker rooms and there's stuff being fed that the Chicago Sky have really like shown that they're not trying to go full time with Angel. But now all of a sudden they trying to act all brand new, like, oh no, you know, it's nothing like that. You know, we're trying. No, it's a lie. That's why Annie Kostabich said what she said, 20 to 30% that Angel is a Chicago's in the jersey next year. But then she went into the dialogue of, calling out teammates. And if you look at the article, she didn't really call out any teammates. And then she wasn't even dissing Vandersloot. But because people don't like Angel Reese, they're going to go on the hate train. So we know what this is. We know what it is. We know what this is. We know what time it is. We know what they trying to run over there. Now, that's what I heard. So, and then you got to think about it. There's going to be free agency. It's going to be a lot of free agents out there. You know, they might want to clean out some spots. You know, I don't know. You know, we'll see. Are they going to come back with this same core? I don't know. There's going to be a lot of changes. Some are saying, a Teaspoon is... I haven't heard anything about Teaspoon going to New York, but would I be surprised? No. New York loves Teaspoon. Teaspoon is, she's loved and revered. Do I want her to coach that team next year? No. I want Teaspoon to get a job where she has leverage and that she could get a guarantee that she got 2 years. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see. You know? Now, could Teaspoon and Angel end up in New York? Possible. Also, don't count Seattle out. Don't count them out. The Valkyrie put that statement out there to basically say, we're not going to go with a phase because, you know, we're going to just do what we got to do. That basically was to say, look, we're not pursuing Angel Reese. All you had to do was say we're not pursuing Angel Reese. They didn't want to say that because then they didn't want to get hit with the backlash from her fans, which they wouldn't have got nothing. But it's like, why would you even put we know you're talking about Angel Reese. We know that. Like, they pay attention to social media. They come to our channels. You know, that's what they do. Now, where do I see her? Like, people are talking about Aces. She's not going to the Aces because the Aces is practically ran by Clutch Sports. Her and LeBron do not like each other. She does not like how LeBron has been sneak dissing. She has not liked how LeBron has been saying a lot of stuff about her behind closed doors. Shaquille O'Neal is pissed at Bron about it as well. These players talk. Dwayne Wade don't like the way that Angel has been treated, and he don't like the way that LeBron and that group. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. D-Wade and Bron ain't been cool for a long time. And Bron and Sports and Clutch Sports is doing a lot of dirt and bringing it to the WNBA allegedly. All this allegedly. So a lot of people are really turned off. She's not going there. Her and Jackie are cool. You know what I'm saying? They're buddies. They're cool. Her and Asia, they're okay. She talks to Asia whenever, you know, whenever she can. Now, some people are saying LA. I don't see her in LA. Not with Lynn Roberts there. The only way she go to LA is if De'Erica Hamby's not coming back. You know, that's just the facts. If De'Erica Hamby doesn't come back, then I can see it. But this is going to be very messy situation with her getting out of Chicago. But now Sandy and everything with they moved Sandy out the way because they know Sandy wouldn't warm up to the idea if they decided to bring an Angel in. Plus, they want to get another coach. They feel like Sandy's voice is being drowned out. Nobody's really listening to her. And then they really don't like the way how Sandy at times, you know, goes at certain players and give other players allowances. Like, a lot of the players on the team felt like Cloud had too many allowances to say something. Like, Sab would look at her like, look, man, you just got here. Like, Sabrina's facial expression tells everything. Because Sabrina's a competitor. She has fire in her. She wants to win. She don't like all of this. And Sabrina felt like JJ could have did more. Stewie felt like JJ could have did more, but Sabrina didn't like how that was handled when Stewie said what she said with Natasha Cloud about players got to play harder and all it is. Sabrina not stupid. She know you talking about JJ. You know, Sabrina, and also they didn't like the roster construction. Like I told you, the construction of the roster was not good at the beginning of the season, but people who love to be New York Liberty fans tried to tell me, no, we straight. And I'm like, you're not straight. Y'all got out-rebounded and y'all turned the ball over too much. So again, we'll see. There's going to be more stuff to come out. But this was similar to the Mike Malone and Denver Nuggets thing, where Mike Malone won a championship for them in their career, their first ever, I believe. And then he gets the axe, and people were saying, oh, man, why Joker don't get smoked? And then people was like, well, it was the front office. They didn't like him. Look, if Joker said, I want Mike Malone back next year, what do you think gonna happen? If Sabrina and Stewie said, oh, we want Sandy back, what you think gonna happen? This ain't like Chicago with Angel Reese. Angel Reese don't have enough clout in the league yet. She don't have enough cachet, excuse me. Not clout, but she doesn't have a lot of cachet to say what she got to say. You know, that's just the fact. So she couldn't say, I want to keep Teaspoon. She didn't want Teaspoon gone. Jeff P lied to her, telling her, okay, we're going to take what you say, we're going to work with you, but we're going to get a coach to help you. And Angel thought that Tyler Marsh was going to be this guy. She was talking to Jackie like, dog, I thought, what did he do to help you? And Jackie had to let her know, dog, he worked with me. Like he talked me through stuff, but he didn't make me who I was. That's why you saw Jackie Young, when she shot the 3, she was talking trash to him, because you ain't no silent assassin. You know the silent assassin has always been Jackie. That's why Asia Wilson was laughing, not the silent assassin, like because Asia was being petty. That's how Asia is. Asia was throwing darts at Marsh and at that CP girl, who all of a sudden capping for Aaliyah Boston. Like, come on, like, let's stop. You know, like, people got to get their business out of stuff, man. AB is getting put on a pedestal way too fast. Way too fast. And AB's going to mess around and let Candace Parker mess her up. Like, seriously. A lot of players don't like that. A lot of players don't rock with AB like that because they see the change in AB. AB is becoming more like Cece. She trying to be like Cece. And people are looking at AB like, AB, you won a national title. Why are you trying to follow? Why are you trying to follow Caitlin Clark and you're Aaliyah Boston? Seriously, she following Caitlin Clark. She doing all this extra stuff, complaining and crying. And that's what I'm saying. I'm like, man, like, because I'm a fan of Aaliyah Boston, but Aaliyah Boston's changed. And allegedly, talking to certain people have noticed it too. They like, HD, man, she changed. She not the same. She is not the same. She is not the same as she used to be, man. She's very fake now. Like, she used to be cool, but now she's like she used to be a part of everybody, cool. Now it's like she like, man, whatever. I'm me. I do what I want to do. I say what I want to say. Not the Addams Family, people, but that's the rundown. Don't fall for the okie doke. Like, Stewie and Sabrina knew what was up. They were just trying to hide it. They didn't want that done to Sandy like that. They had respect for Sandy. It just didn't work. So they want to go another direction. But it's a lot of cases why some are saying to bring Angel in. They want to add Angel and they want to get rid of certain players. And they want to bring in they might not even just Angel. They want to bring in some free agents, and I think the free agents that are out there, they don't want to play for Sandy. So again, thank y'all for listening. Please hit the like button. Please share this to all your platforms. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if you love what you hear, you can super chat or you can cash out. Or you can leave a super thanks if you come after the video. So that's all I heard, y'all. Like I said, this is more like the Denver situation with Joker, Mike Malone. Like, they could have brought Sandy back, but it's like, for what? Like, their course is over. They should have won that championship their first time when they were together. They didn't, because JJ got destroyed. Then the second time they got the championship, the hunger just wasn't there anymore. Plus, they were just tired of Sandy. Like, sometimes some people wear thin with you. It doesn't mean that you don't like each other. Doesn't mean y'all not cool. It's just they want to go in another direction. But Sad was not, her and Sandy did not get along. They bumped heads a lot. Stewie was okay, because Stewie could do what Stewie want to do. But Sabrina did not like her and Sandy did not get along. She could deal with her, but they just didn't get along. So let me know in the comment section what you think about it. Let me know how you feel about it. I got my Alien Earth review coming later on the Burner channel. So I'll make sure to put the Burner channel in the comment section for y'all to go watch it. And I'm gonna talk some NFL possibly later. Wanted to talk about what I've seen thus far, what I didn't see coming. We'll talk about it. And I have a Patreon video for y'all. Y'all gonna like it. Thank y'all for listening. All this was allegedly, YouTube. This was all allegedly, so don't get mad. This is all allegedly. This is my speculation. This isn't nobody else's. This is my speculation. I'm just speculating. So, thank y'all for listening. I'm out. Deezy.